Hi, welcome to SCR Sports Picks. We are the Odds Couple. His name is Mike Brenner. My name is Peter Loshak. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for a Monday, February 27th. Mike Brenner, let's throw the record up. You got burned on Saturday. This is why I tell you got balls doing your picks on Friday, because you gave the Cavs, which at the time I agreed with. I thought it seemed a little bit low.
I didn't have any idea he was sick, didn't even show up. But you know what, Pete? That's the kind of thing, because some of the Twitter guys were wondering. You got to roll with the punches. Either way off, hedge, you bet, whatever. You got to just be able, at this time of year, you're going to expect that once in a while, and coaches are going to pull a Popovich. Like tonight, we don't know. There's a lot of guys, Deron Williams might even be on the court tonight for the Cavaliers.
And as you get deeper into the season, deeper into the second half, you start to see a lot more of that. Guys unexpected. I mean, I remember last year with the Warriors, it seemed like it would happen like every other day, where we would be discussing something, and some guys resting,
and also
some guys out.
with San Antonio last year.
San Antonio,
that time?
God.
He sat 4 guys, didn't even put them on a plane. But you know what, Pete? It all goes back to we can't look backwards.
Right.
This is a new week, a new beginning. Today's Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Thanks for your support.
The good news is you still have a positive record on the year, and if you didn't count teasers, you'd be up almost 20 units, Mike Brenner, which is unbelievable. All right,
I'm going to turn it on, buddy.
We got 7 games.
And you look sharp today. I think we both had the same shirt almost.
Thank you very much. All right, so there's one play that I think I have a good read on some of these totals now. There's one total play that I'm going to give, maybe a few others. Let's talk about the big game. First of all, I don't know, man.
Got some action tonight.
Yeah, Milwaukee and Cleveland. Is this just a pass because we don't know what's up with LeBron?
It's a pass, not only just LeBron. I don't know. Milwaukee is really they're leaning again on Antetokounmpo, all right?
Yeah.
Chris Middleton was some refreshing help at the guard position. He's out tonight for rest, so that might be a little edge because that team's not too deep. They are coming off a win, even though they were behind most of the game. Burnt me on a first half on a power pick. But the thing is, I think that team might be a little tired, and you might see some people step up in place of LeBron, Richard Jefferson, so to speak, and so forth. But Pete, for me, I got to pass on that one. I just got to.
Yeah, I was wanting to pull the trigger on the under, but they've both been over trenders on the year, and you just don't exactly know. So I'm going to hold off on that one.
And next, LeBron, he wasn't at shoot around. That's why the line's moving a little bit. But it's just like his nature to just show up tonight and play and throw 40 points down, and that could happen. So
that's the other thing you see
tweets.
in the NBA. You see all these, fantasy news feeds about a guy has a bum knee, a bum ankle, a bum throat, and then
he's on the court
playing, and then he scores 40.
Exactly. That was that happened twice last week.
A bunch of times. Last year. All right. So next game, Golden State and Philadelphia. Philadelphia, as I said, against Washington, cashed, and then they cashed again against the Knicks. So this team is undervalued. I don't know if I take them tonight, though. Getting 14 against.
Is it 14 now? I was seeing some 13s
13 and a half. Chris and WagerWeb have 14, and the Greek has 14. No, actually, it's 13 and a half or 14 right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the full game, and I mean this because as the report I got before I came in here, Durant is probable tonight. And you know what? This is that game. Somebody's got to stop it. 13 and a half against Philly. I'll take it. But guess what? You know what? I'm gonna throw some stats at you, and I might even pull off of this.
All right.
After I read this, because I wrote it down. This team is embarking on an insane road trip right now. They're going to play 5 games in 7 nights, okay? Steve Kerr said it's the most insane schedule he has ever seen since he's been in the NBA, playing, coaching, whatsoever. He said he wonders why a lot of times some of the best teams get hit with the hardest schedule on the road the next year. Well, they got 12 days, 10,000 miles to cover, total of 8 games in 12 days. They're probably going to be spreading it out throughout the depth of the bench. I'm talking myself right out of this.
14 points, Mike Brenner. Philly's 21 and 9.
18. I'm off. I'm glad I talked because for real, there's my notes.
I'm tempted to take Philly here.
But I'm still tempted to say they might come out tonight and just blow them out. It's the first game of the road trip, and then they go ahead and
I don't know, Mike.
I'm taking 13 and a half. I'm doing it. Right, Pistol pick. Pull that trigger. 13 and a half. Give it to me. No.
All right, 13 and a half minus 105.
I don't even want a life lesson. I don't even. Well,
13 and a half minus 105, Mike Brenner.
I love it.
All right.
Let's. We're going to go head-to-head?
No.
What happened last week on those 2 head-to-heads?
Yeah, I've learned my lesson. Even in college basketball in February, when I go head-to-head against you, I lose. So, you kick ass on head-to-heads, Mike Brenner.
No, I'm thinking this is the first game of the road trip. Guess what? They're going to get a nice margin win. Durant didn't play last game. He's going to have fun. They're going to have fun. This team is going to light it up 3-land tonight. In Philadelphia, something's got to slow down somewhere along the way.
All right, so let's go to the totals play that I like. I bet this one on the overnight. It's going to be the under 212 in Atlanta, Boston. Both these teams, I liked Boston's last under against Detroit. That was last night. I cashed on that one. I didn't tweet it out, but I definitely liked it, and I cashed on it.
Why didn't you
I don't
tweet
remember.
it out?
I don't remember. But
then don't even talk about that.
I won't even
They're going to get mad. No.
But both of these teams have gone significantly under in their 2 games since the All-Star break. break. Yep. I think that Boston was a big scoring team at times during the
Atlanta's
during
just
the
flat
first
out
half.
Struggling, buddy. They
are struggling, and I think they're going to try to clamp down on defense here. It's a healthy total, so I'll take it under 212 minus 105. That's my play for that.
And
one.
I'm off that game because Horford, he's going to be facing his team. He already went to Atlanta. Now they're coming there. He's going to want to shine.
Yeah,
Boston, they have that capability of taking off when they want. Something tells me Brad Stevens will have them ready to go. Atlanta, though, Budenholzer, he is frustrated as hell. I read an article yesterday. He said, I cannot absolutely find the leader of this team.
I wanted to think maybe take Atlanta plus 4.5.
Yeah,
I think maybe not.
I might be visiting them. Okay. Yeah, I might. We'll see.
All right. Then the next game that's interesting is Indiana at Houston. And Houston rolling. They added Lou Williams, who's fitting right in.
Buddy, he is
putting on.
The 30-year-old is coming through like a champ.
So they got a blowout win on the road. Then their last game they beat Minnesota by 12. They were a 12.5-point favorite, so a little bit too big of a favorite.
And guess who's back tonight? He's playing. It's official, Patrick Beverly. So now that lineup is full. There's nobody going to be injured on the, they're going to be sitting tonight. So they're going to be able to spread it out even a little more. I think that's where they're lacking on the defense because D'Antoni said the other night, hell, I love getting a win, but I don't love giving up 130 points to get a win.
Sure.
So I guarantee you they had their ass in the gym working some defense, Pete. What's the total at?
The total is high as you would expect. It's 231.
Wow.
230, 230.5 or 231. And I was thinking that just Houston minus 10.5, maybe on the first half minus 6 would be good bets. What do you think?
31.
High total.
It's a high total. I'm thinking because of what I read, all right? And right now, Paul George also, by the way, he's not happy where he's at. And he's mad at the league. It's a soft league, man. He said it 3 times in one paragraph in an article I read. Soft league. I don't know. All right, you know what I'm doing? I'm going 2 spots.
Okay.
I'm taking Houston on the full game.
Okay, 10.5. It was 10 on the overnight, which I actually did take. Now it's 10.5 minus
I like the 10.5. I think they're going to blow this team out. And
107.
Pete, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that under at 231. Yeah.
Wow.
Big balls play of the day. No,
wow,
I'm going to take it.
brother.
I'm taking the under 231. I think Houston might just be a little tired from that run
actually, we'll give you
around.
the Greek line, which is 231.5 minus 110.
Hey, I'll take it, Pete. There's 2 I'm going with, and then I'm also going with Golden State. So there's Yeah. I like it.
All right, Mike Brenner. And then Toronto, New York is an interesting one. New York still continues to play well. Carmelo Anthony playing pretty well. They did
I just
get
heard
the win.
Porzingis is not playing.
Right, he's
definitely
out.
not playing.
So
and
that
also,
can't be good.
Joakim Noah, they said he's done for an extended amount of time. But Rose has been shooting 52.3%, Pete, in the last couple of weeks. He's starting to play quietly, not being any drama. And Carmelo Anthony's shooting the lights out of the basketball. Who knows? But he can't play defense. What's your thoughts on that game?
I guess it's a 10-foot ball.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot pole. 10-foot pole.
Maybe a shot with the under, but I don't know.
Because guess what? This team, as bad as it's been, they're only 4 games out of the number 8 playoff spot, Pete.
Yeah.
And that's doable in the East. Anything's doable in the East. Hell, you and Dennis could probably make a run for the playoffs.
All right, so what else do you have, Mike Brenner?
Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to do a God, I want to pull the trigger on this so bad.
Okay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Minnesota in the first quarter.
Okay.
That's it. The
All right.
first
You'll
quarter.
probably get 1.5 on that one.
That's what I figured it would be,
Give
Pete.
you the
I'm doing that with
opener on
confidence.
that one.
As much as points as they gave up, this team is showing that they can run. They're healthy and they're young. Thibodeau's got a lot to work with, and this Wiggins is the real deal. He is going to be a marquee player for a long time. So give it to me. I'm going to go first quarter.
Pinnacle opener?
Yeah, we'll go pinnacle opener.
Probably about 1.5.
That's
Slight
it.
chance that might be 2, but more
And,
likely 1.5.
That's where I'm leaving it, Pete. That's
All right,
it.
so why don't you review your plays, Mike Brenner?
Absolutely. Houston full game minus 10.5. The under in Houston, Indiana, 231.5. Golden State, full game minus 13.5. Pete, they're going to win by 15 or more. And the first quarter with Minnesota Timberwolves, it'll probably be about minus 1.5. We're going to use the pinnacle opener. I'm fired up, Pistol Pete, so pull that trigger, baby.
All right, you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to give Houston on the first half and the full game. Minus 6, minus 10.5.
What the hell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what else are you going to do?
And
I thought you liked that Boston game. I thought you liked Atlanta.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's my best play. Obviously, I'm on that one
Okay.
as well. I was thinking about the under in Minnesota, Sacramento.
What's
at
that
some point
number
it was
at?
it opened at 212, which I did take. Now it's down to 210.5.
Wow, that's an
11 to
interesting
11 and a
because
half.
also we talked about it in the Google Hangout today. This is a situation. Coach of Georgia, or however you pronounce his name, he said that first game after they got rid of Cousins was played on total emotion.
Yeah.
And that team team wore out a little bit. I think you might be fading them for a minute, and I think offensively they're going to struggle. I really do. I see this team dipping down to the low 40 percentage, 39s on a lot of games, 38%. I like that under.
Yeah, the team total under might be decent with Sacramento, like 102.5, 103, something like that.
Thinking.
Yeah,
wow,
got you thinking.
Hey, what's the Houston team total?
The Houston team total would be about 120 over, like 120 and a half, something like that.
Not going there.
All right, let's just wrap it up.
Let's just wrap it up.
Yeah, I'll just stick with my 3 plays there: Houston first half and full game, and then the Atlanta Boston under. All right.
Props out again, that Miami connection. Them guys are some of the most loyal Miami fans. And what I like the most, the guy says, I don't bet with my heart, so I just stay off of Miami unless, I don't know. I like that. Yes. That's kind of smart, and those guys are great. Pete, we had some great support over the weekend through a little bit of a rough patch. That shows the consistency and the resiliency of our team out there. The Guan Whites, the Bill Morgans. Judge Joe Hornick has his plane reservations. He can't wait to get down here.
All right.
You better ask him for $20.
All right, I will. Okay, sounds good, Mike Brenner. We'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday NBA card.
That's right, guys. Bet responsible. Beat that bookie odds couple. Coming to you at SBR.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.